Hit record. Okay. So going rock side to side. So today I do have some light dumbbells too. So I didn't tell you that. But I got light dumbbells, heavy dumbbells, and a Pilates ball. We're using it all today. So we're going to be rocking nice and easy side to side. You can even do small circles. You can massage out your lower back, whatever you want to do. Then you're going to hug your right knee to your chest. Left leg will be out straight, and you're going to go side to side there. You could even bring your leg across if you wanted to. It's really kind of up to you, whatever feels good. You could even go wide, right? And lower back is staying down, of course, And we'll go about one more to each side. And then we'll have one leg up straight, doesn't matter which one. We'll grab behind that hamstring or calf, and we're gonna alternate there, right? So if your hamstrings are a little bit tight, you can hold a little bit longer on each side. Whatever feels good to you. If you needed to have one foot down, you can. It's kind of up to you. We got lots of core and bridges today, so we're gonna burn you up all over. So we're gonna go one more to each leg. Then we're gonna relax those legs down, and we'll do some bridges. So feet are flat on the ground. We're gonna inhale in, exhale, we'll press up, squeeze those glutes. Nice, easy inhale coming back. So really focus on squeezing those glutes just so you're waking them up, because we want to make sure that they're getting the full use and benefit from this move. Right, and we're going to do all kinds of fun, crazy stuff today. You're going to be like, how much time does she have on her hands? I like to drink coffee and look at new Pilates exercises. That's my zen moment, my relaxation. Look at exercises that look wickedly hard and chug coffee. That's a lifestyle, So we're going to press all the way up. You're going to come halfway down and back up, right? So every time you're coming up, squeeze those glutes, really exaggerate that squeeze. Make sure you're not just bouncing up and down. It's a controlled half bridge, right? So it's not a pulse, right? You're actually using those muscles. So we're going to go for about 15 more seconds here, and then we're going to get our core rolling, right? We'll go 5 more. Here's 1, down, 2, down, 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Relax those hips down. They should be burning a little bit there, right? So we are going to be bracing our core. So pushing that lower back down, tightening up the core. We're going to have our right leg up straight. You're going to exhale, let that leg come down. Inhale, it comes right back up. So really, really focus on the core, making sure that it's staying nice and tight. Your back's not lifting up off the floor. You got your shoulders relaxed, right? Of course you do. Okay, we're going to do about 2 more here, and then we're going to switch legs. So here's 1. Here is 2. Okay, we're switching legs, left leg's up, back is down, we're coming up and down, right? So we're kind of starting with some basic core bracing moves. There's going to be a lot of core bracing today, so that's going to be a guaranteed burn, right? We got 5 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to relax that leg down. So we're going to go into some dead bugs, but we're going to start with the modified. So arms are up straight. You're going to let your right arm come back. Left leg will come up, and you're going to go side to side like that, right? So your back is down. You're going opposites, right? So this is the move where we'll progress as we go here, right? So if you want to have one foot on the ground the whole time, you could. But if you can step it up a notch each time, you might as well go with me with it, right? So you could stay right here. If you want to step it up, you got those legs in tabletop. Now you'll extend out and go side to side here, right? So really stretching out, keeping that core tight, staying nice and long, making sure you're breathing. My hip is popping. It just means my hip is tight, right? My hips get tight too. Isn't that crazy? So we're going to go about 1 more to each side. If you want to stick here, you can. Otherwise, those legs are coming up straight, and we're going straight arm, straight leg, right? So nice and controlled. Focus on that back. Make sure that you're breathing with the movement. You don't want any back pain. We're only going to go for about 10 seconds here, and then we're going to get back to some bridging. So you're going to go 1 more to each side, and then we're going to relax down. Okay, so both feet are going to be down, right? And we're going to press up into our bridge. You're going to let your right leg come towards you. Your right leg comes down. Your butt comes down. So you're up, march your right leg comes down, you come down, right? Up, right leg, back, down. Up, right leg, back, down. Okay, so we're just doing that right side. We're not alternating. If you did alternate, well, okay, keep alternating, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 more to our right leg, then we're gonna switch. Okay, so there's 1, here's 2, here's 3, and now we're gonna switch to our left. So up, left leg, back, down, right? It always feels way different when the right leg gets to be in action. Okay, so nice and controlled, bridging up, marching that leg, and then back, right? So we got about 5 more here, and then we're just gonna be doing an alternating march. So there's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5. Now you're gonna stay up and you're alternating those legs. So we're staying up in that bridge, alternating our legs. We've got about 15 seconds here, right? So we are getting those hamstrings ready to roll today. Actually, you don't want your hamstrings to roll, but we want them to burn a little. So we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Oh yeah, that felt good, right? So we're going to do a little bit more core work before we get started. We're going to have our hands behind our head, elbows will be wide. Bring an inhale in, exhale, lift into that crunch, push that back down. Nice and easy coming back, nice and slow, right? So every time you lift in that crunch, you're really pushing that back down, right? You're waking up that core, you're breathing. And you want to exaggerate that squeeze, just like on our bridges, we're crunching, we're squeezing, we're pushing down. You want to squeeze those abs to add a little bit extra oomph to it. Okay, on this next motion, you're going up as high as you can. You're going to come halfway down and back up. So you're trying to keep those shoulder blades up off the floor, basically, right? Trying not to pull on your neck. You should feel your core and abs shaking at this point. Yep, you should be warming up by this point. You should feel kind of hot, hopefully. That's all good signs of a good warm up. Okay, we got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're gonna relax. Oh yeah. So we are gonna grab our Pilates ball, right? So if you have one at home, it's squishy. If you don't have a Pilates ball, you can just pretend you do. But we are gonna have the ball underneath our right foot. Okay, our left leg will be on the floor. So we're gonna start with a basic bridge motion where we're pressing up and down, and then we are gonna get real wild and crazy with this, okay? So we're pressing up and down, right? You wanna try to keep even weight in the ball and your foot that's on the floor. You'll feel that through the hamstring that's on the ball, right? But you wanna just have one foot under that ball, so we'll go right foot, left foot on the floor, and we are pressing up and down, right? Oh yeah. Right, and if it's wobbly, guess what? That's a good thing. It's a ball, so most of the time balls are not flat, or they shouldn't be, okay? So if you really feel it biting up on that hamstring, that's perfect. So we are gonna add to this, right? Of course we are. So this is gonna kind of be a deja vu of our warm-up move. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna press up, your left leg will come towards you in tabletop, it comes down, your butt comes down. You gotta go slow and controlled with this, right? So you're up, left leg comes towards you, left leg comes down, you come down, right? Up, left leg, back, down, right? It is harder than it looks. If that left leg coming up feels like too much, you don't have to do it, right? Just keep doing what you're doing and pressing up and down. Okay, if you can add in that left leg, perfect, because it's pure torture. We're gonna go 5 more. Here's 1, right? And remember, you don't have to keep up with me if you're going slower than me, that's okay, right? I just say 5 because it makes me feel better. Okay, but I got 2 more here. So here's 1, coming back. Here is 2, and relax. So now we're gonna have our left foot on that ball, our right foot's on the floor, and we are pressing up and down, right? So starting with our even weight, right? It's not the totally awful move yet, but right now your right hamstring's like bow, wow, wow. Right, and this ought to be interesting because I'm really stable on my right leg, but my left leg, right? I might kick this ball into the screen. I don't know. It'll be interesting, right? It's almost one of those moves where you start it, you have to really think through, like, I can do this, Okay, we got about 3 more, then we're gonna add. So on this next one, we're up, right leg, back, down, right? Press into the floor to help you stabilize too. It's not gonna make it any easier, but it will make you feel a little more balanced, okay? Control that right leg on the way down. Make sure you're not just letting it slam. I know this is tough. It takes a lot of control to do this move. We got 5 more. Here's 1, right? Here is 2. Ooh, I almost fell over on that one. Here is 3. Oh man, this is torture. Here is 4. Here is 5, and you're gonna relax. Oh my goodness. Okay, so for this next move, you're gonna have 2 weights. I would go a little bit lighter than normal. I've got 5 pounds. So it's gonna be like our dead bug. If you can, you're gonna have both legs up straight, both arms up straight, and you would go opposite arm, opposite leg, come back, right? And we're gonna alternate there. If you need to modify, do one side at a time, and I'll tell you when we're halfway. So you could have 1 foot down on the ground. Okay, we ready? And go. So you go right arm, comes back, left leg's down, and we're gonna alternate side to side. So you could meet up top and then alternate that way. If you wanna make it harder, you just always have your arms and legs passing each other, okay? So focus on that back. Make sure that your core is staying tight. Remember, I will tell you when it's halfway. So if you needed 1 foot down on the ground, that's okay. Nice and controlled. Keep on breathing. Okay, taking your time. Don't drop your weight on your head or anything wild like that, right? We don't want that. So there's your halfway. We got 30 seconds. So if you have 1 foot down, switch, right? If you're not modifying, if you want to make it burn a little more, go a little bit quicker and alternate those arms and legs so they're never going to stop moving, right? You just really want to seal the deal of that torture, right? Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Okay, nice and controlled. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you're gonna relax and set those weights down. Oh boy, right? Okay, now we're gonna have our Pilates ball. It's gonna go under both of our feet. Oh, thank goodness. If you can, right? If you can't have it underneath both feet, you would just do 1 and 1. So we're just gonna press up and down. I promise we're not gonna march on the ball with both legs. That's not a thing, right? So we're just pressing up and back down. So nice and controlled. You want to try to get those hips up as high as you can. Squeeze those glutes and back. Okay, so we're going to be bridging up and down. I'm letting my hips touch the floor all the way. We're going to build into a hold. Okay, and then it's back to the core. The core. But of course it is. Right? It wouldn't be a Friday if we didn't do core work. You know, I know you guys would be like bummed out if we didn't have a sore core. You know? For sure. Okay, so press up. We're holding our bridge right here. Try to get those hips up as high as you can. Squeeze those glutes. Remember, if it's too much with both feet on the ball, just do 1 and 1. Try to hold up tall. Try not to move very much. See, go into full statue mode, right? Statue mode. Okay, you're doing a great job. You got about 10 seconds here. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. All right. So now we're grabbing our dumbbells. I'm going a little bit heavier this time. So we are going to be doing a chest press motion with some tabletop legs, right? So we got tabletop here. If you're modifying, you'll just have 1 foot down. Doesn't matter which side you start with. Kinda, right? Okay. So what you're going to do, you're going to start with your weights up. We're going to go right arm. Your left leg will kick out and you're going to come right back up. We are just focusing on our right side. So right arm, left leg kicks out and back. Kicks out and back. Okay. Nice and controlled, keeping that core tight. Left arm is staying nice and tall. It's stabilizing with that weight. Okay. We got 5 more, then we're going to switch sides. Here's 1. Coming back. 2. Coming back. 3. And back. 4 and back, Here's 5, right into the other side, left arm, right leg. So we're up, right kick out and up. Nice and controlled. Press that back down. Make sure that you're breathing. Okay, keep on moving through. We've got 5 more. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Now we got both arms coming down, both legs kicking out. Who knew that was going to happen? Okay, if you need to modify, just put 1 foot down. Doesn't matter which one, right? And the lower those legs get, the meaner it gets. Meaner, 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 right? So we got 5 more, and then we're going to keep our legs out. Uh-oh, right? I don't know. Here's 2. Here's 3. Here's 4. On this next one, keep those legs out. And you're doing alternating presses. So the lower your legs are, the harder it is. If you feel like you can go 6 inches, go for it. Okay, if you need them up higher, that's fine. You could even do legs to the ceiling. Okay, we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You're gonna relax. Let go. All right, grabbing our mini ball. Wherever mine went, there it is. And we're gonna be sitting up. So you're gonna have this ball is gonna be right behind your lower back. So you want it to be behind your lower back. You could even partially probably sit on it. Your knees are gonna be bent. We have our shoulders relaxed. Arms are out straight. You're just gonna tilt back into that ball and come back up. So it's a small tilt. You're tilting and back. You wanna look where the wall and the ceiling meet. So hold those eyes in the right head position. Okay, so we are gonna add to this move. If you feel in your back, reposition your ball and don't go back as far, right? You wanna feel this on your core. The second you should start, your abs should go like this. Okay, that's where you should feel it. If it burns those abs up, you are doing it right. Okay, so you're gonna add to this. You're gonna tilt back. Your arms will come up straight. Your arms will come back. You sit forward. So when your arms come up straight, try to go nice and slow. Try to get those arms with those ears back and up. So when your arms get closer to your ears, if you're not shaking, right, we want to make you shake. Okay, we want those ab muscles to be trembling here. Okay, nice and controlled. Okay, keep on breathing with it. Right, use the ball to support your lower back, but remember, it's just a ball. It's not going to do the work for you, right? It's not, it doesn't weigh more than your body weight, okay? So it won't save you. Okay, and on this next motion, we're gonna get real neat. You're gonna stay back, your arms are gonna come up and we're gonna hold. So you want those arms as straight as you can. Arms are right next to your ear. You should be shaking on this. Okay, shake, shake, shake. I'm shaking. You might not be able to tell in the video, but listen, I'm shaking a ton. Okay, try to stay tall. Look where the wall and the ceiling meet. Nice long neck. You're breathing. You got 15 seconds left here, right? You can dance your toes or something if you wanted. We're almost there. Hang tight with it. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Oh boy. Okay, so now we're on our side. We got 1 light dumbbell. Okay, so I'm using my fiber. So we are going to do an oblique motion with our weight. So almost kind of like our move we did on Wednesday, but a lot more leg movement. So you want to try to start on your right side, roll back to your glute a little bit so you're off your hip bone. Okay, you're going to have your arm up. You're going to lift, bring that weight to your feet and back. If you want to do one arm and one leg, that's fine, right? Try to stay up nice and tall. If you feel in your hip bone, you could roll up your mat, or just really try to roll back to that glute. Okay, your goal is to try to get up as high in that V as you can, right, to make it extra fun, right? And the weight there just makes it all the fun you need. Okay, nice and controlled. We got 10 more. Here's 1, 2, here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, isn't this a good time? 8, 9, my obliques are gonna be sore tomorrow. 10, and relax. Go into that other side, okay? So we got our weight in our other hand. Of course we do. So start them tall. Remember, roll back to that glute. Use that glute. You got padding there. Use it. Okay. And you're coming back and in. Back and in. Core is tight. Try not to slump down too much on that elbow. Try to keep your legs together if you're doing both legs. Right? Remember, if you want to do one leg, that's perfectly okay too. I don't care. It's going to work those obliques. Okay, we got 10 more. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8. You got 2 more. 9 and 10. And you're going to relax. So grabbing that mini ball. So now with your mini ball, you want to have it right underneath your shoulder blades. So kind of like when we crunch during warm-up, that's where you want your ball. So when you're set up, it's going to be right underneath your shoulder blades, right? Not at the top. Okay, and you've got your hands behind your head. Your knees are going to be bent, and we're going to crunch. So you're going to keep your back to that ball that whole time. You're just going to crunch up a little bit and back. So same thing here. When you crunch up, you should shake, right? If you have your ball too low, it's going to be really hard. So if you're really crazy and you wanted to have it be ultra hard, you could scoot your ball down, right? You could be down lower, right? I don't know. Maybe you're crazy. Okay, but you want to make sure that your ball is not up here, right? So if you're way down here, that's just going to be you pulling on your neck. Don't do that. Okay, we're just crunching. You know, we'll add to this. So you should really feel us isolate your core. It's going to make it a lot harder than a normal crunch, right? Because you have to activate those muscles a lot more. You don't get to rest. Womp, womp, womp. Okay, on this next motion, hold your crunch. Our right leg is out, and we're just going to go up and down as we hold that crunch. So your core is holding you in place, right? Your elbows are wide. Your right leg is nice and straight. You're breathing. It should burn, I hope, right? Nice and controlled. Okay, we got 5 more. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Switch those legs. Left leg's up and down, still holding in that crunch. Still making sure our core is on fire. It should be. Mine is, so yours is too. That's the rule, right? For friends who do abs together, friends for life. That's the rule. Okay, so we're almost here. We have 5 more. Here's 1. Here's 2, 3, 4, and here's 5. All right, relax on up. So now we're going to have the ball and our weights together. Okay, so the ball's going to be behind our lower back. It's going to be there to support us. So you have your choice. We will be doing some shoulder and overhead work. So if you want lighter, you can. I'm using 10s. Okay, so same thing here. You're going to be slightly tilted onto that ball. Eyes are looking where the wall and the ceiling meet. You're going to have your hands right by your shoulder. We're just going to press up and down. We're going to go for 10 like that. Okay, so here's 1. Here's 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Here's 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, relax briefly here. So we're going to get pretty mean here. I won't even lie to you. So we're going to do some triceps. So you could do one dumbbell or both. You're going to bring your weights together. You're slightly tilted back. I might do one dumbbell, otherwise I'm going to tilt backwards. Okay, so I'm going to bring my weight down in tricep, kick my leg up, and I'm going to alternate. Okay, so your knee will be bent. You're pressed back onto that ball to protect your lower back. Okay, you're going to bend and kick, right? If weight feels like too much on this, don't even use a weight, right? But you should feel this shake through your full body. This is not an easy exercise. If you think it's easy, you send me an email later and I'll help you. Okay, we got 1, 2, we're going to go to 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hoo-wee. I won't even lie to you. All right, we're almost done, right? Almost, just a little bit. So now we have got to do the ball between our knees for a bridge, and we got both dumbbells, right? We don't want to miss out on that fun. So with the ball between our knees, I want you to have your feet all the way together, okay? So you are going to squeeze this ball as you press up with your weight, okay? So we're going to do a double arm chest press. As you press up, you're going to press up into your bridge, squeeze the ball, and come back. Okay, so really focus on that squeeze. It's going to help engage your full body on this move. Okay, so you'll press, squeeze the ball, and back. Make sure those feet are as close together as you can. Okay, you're pressing and squeezing and back. Right, this is the beauty of the Pilates ball. It takes a typical exercise, and I'm going to show you how much fun it's going to get. Okay, up, squeeze, and back. Up and squeeze, and back. On this next motion, you're going to hold that bridge, hold those weights. You're going to squeeze, pulse that ball. So squeeze, 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 right? So you're repeating that squeeze. It should burn those inner thighs, which is good because they get neglected a lot, except for when you work out with me. Okay, now you're going to hold that squeeze. You're doing an alternating chest press. So you're really moving those arms. Try to go a little bit quicker if you can. If you want to turn your palms in towards each other, you could. It's really up to you. But don't stop squeezing that ball. Okay, got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep those weights up. Squeeze, pulse that ball. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Never stop. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Oh, ho, ho. It's good. Squeezy, 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 squeeze. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Squeeze as much as possible. And weights are going up and down both together. Okay? So squeeze that ball so much that you just think like, I cannot squeeze another ounce. But you can. I know you can. Okay? Nice and controlled. Keep on squeezing. We got 3 more, then we got another squeeze pulse. 1 more. Hold those weights up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. You're never going to forget about your inner thighs ever again. Okay? Inner thighs are good for all muscles and joints. Yuck, yuck, yuck. This should not feel good. If it does, something might be wrong with you. Okay, hold that squeeze. Palms are turned faces in, and we are doing some triceps. So both weights are coming down together and up, or you could have one dumbbell, but don't stop squeezing. You're almost there. My inner thighs are about to cramp up and give out, so I don't know. Okay, we're almost there. Keep squeezing that ball. Okay, we're going for 10. Here's 1. I know. 2. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3. Here's 4. Here's 5. Keep on squeezing. 6. Here's 7. Here's 8. Here's 9. Here is 10. Whoosh. Relax. Oh, man. I don't think my legs are going to work today. Yikes.